Toy Story 4 has finally been released, and I must say, it is tremendous. Now, truth be told, before this film was announced, I assumed Toy Story 3 was the end, that was it was all done with. And when Toy Story 4 was announced, I kind of was excited, but I didn't really think much of it. And I hadn't really watched any trailers. But I'm glad to say that it is so worth being one of the best films of the year. Basically, it's now Woody and the gang live with Bonnie, not Andy, after he gave them to her in Toy Story 3. And there's new characters as well. There's a new character that Bonnie makes in kindergarten called Forky, which is exactly a frog and with stuff made out of from the trunk. We've also got Bo Peep returning from Toy Story 1 and 2. And in this one, they've changed her a lot because, I don't know about you, but I felt in the first two films, she was very bland, not very interesting. The creators didn't really know what to do with her. So in Toy Story 3, it was announced that, she's gone, she's been sold. So in Toy Story 4, they come back and she's a bit more, got more character development. She's more resourceful, she's clever, she's better than what she was in the first two films. And basically, it's just a tremendous film. The animation, I must say, all Disney Pixar's animations have been top notch, but Toy Story 4 is just like superb. The details that are so brilliant. Even the smallest detail is perfect, and you can clearly see that this was done by people who love this series and love their job. The story is kind of about accepting who you are. Basically, Bonnie has made a new toy called Forky, as I described before, and she sees him as a toy, but he doesn't see himself as a toy, he sees him more as a trash. And the journey is Woody trying to show this character that he's not trash, he's actually now a toy. So there's a lot of things going on in this film, and it's you love the characters like you did in the first three films. Although some of them, like Mr. Potato Head, he doesn't really say much, presumably because his voice actor died 2 years ago, and I'm glad that they didn't hire a sound alike. He does have a few, but I think it's just sound bites from the original actor. And the other characters are not really the main focus of the story. They're there, but more of just a background characters. This is more about Woody and Forky and Bo Peep and Buzz Lightyear. But the three characters that stand out for me is Duke, played by Keanu Reeves, who's a motorcycle guy who was dumped by his owner and is Canadian, and he is so he's a daredevil. He's like the evil Knievel. But my two favourite are Ducky and Bunny, played by comedy duo Key and Pill, and them two basically steal the show for me. They are funny, they're hilarious, and you can clearly see that they're two actors who enjoy working off each other because it comes off in their voice performance. So Toy Story 4 is a highly recommended film. And if you're a fan of the series or just a fan of Disney Pixar in general, I highly recommend you see it. So that's my review for Toy Story 4. Hope you liked it. If you did, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you next time on another video. Bye.